Hey, what's up, everybody? WWE Hall of Famer, The Godfather here, and you're watching Grown Man Record Night. So let's everybody get aggressive and get on the Ho train.
Yeah, what I was saying was, I was telling Steve this story. Steve just came in, I was telling him his story. So Steve was talking about being at the show and being an older gentleman there, and there's just like a different crowd. There's a I can see your knee,
That's
Jay.
all right. That's all right.
No, so there's a younger crowd. There was an older crowd. There was an older crowd, younger crowd. And I was telling the story when me and Jay went to see our favorite band back in the day, ODD, play. And we were standing on the outside of the pit or whatever. People were going crazy, and this old like silver-haired guy like come all up, and he was playing his leg like a guitar, and like at me and Jay like this, like chicken head like at us, and we were kind of looking at him, just kind of smiling. He was like, "I'm 50 years old, and I can get out here and do it." Like people are pitting, and you're like playing your leg as a guitar. Not the same thing. Not the same thing.
Yeah.
Anyway, we do need a little more headroom, a little more Jay.
Are we live?
Yeah, we're live. We sort of.
How's that?
A little more Jay.
That's what the world needs.
Freeze it.
Moj.
Close enough. Yeah. But anyway, sliding back in, like right off of vacay. I'm still in my vacay garb and shit. Just kidding, I put this on just for you, some bitches. Came right in off the, been in Outer Banks fishing for a week. And boy, are my arms tired. That's a true story.
You must have worn sunscreen.
Yeah, look at all this. I am burnt.
Not that bad.
Not bad.
It was a lot of wind burn. I'm unkempt.
Did you put any on? Any sunscreen on?
After I got burnt, I did.
Yeah, you're
But,
pretty stupid.
Jay, warm us up with a joke. You're supposed to be doing the crowd work.
Well, kind of put me on the spot, but let's see. All right, what do fingernail polish and women's underwear have in common?
What do fingernail polish and women's underwear have in common?
They both come off with a little alcohol.
We have to use that one? Jerry, you still on you stayed here.
They both smell great.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Grown Man Record Night.
That's fun. That's a funnier.
I'm
actually. That's creepy as hell.
I'm running on fumes, baby. But that's okay.
Running on empty, running low.
It's been a hell of a week. Went down to the Outer Banks. We talked about this last week. Went down to the Outer Banks, me and the fiance. Did some surf fishing. This week. And didn't strike gold in terms of the big drum that I was after. That bite was not on. People were not catching shit really. And we stayed in a nice little cottage right over the dune, right beside the ocean. Yeah. And right out there, the fishing sucked, man, which sucked.
You can fish from the dunes, though, can't you?
Like on the...
Yeah, I do it all the time.
All those signs, stay off the dunes, like literally every 5 feet. But yeah, we fished at Nag's Head, and we went down to Rodanthe one day, down on the Hatteras Island, and did some fishing.
Very to Hatteras, huh?
Legend, not all the way to Hatteras, but went over 12, which is quite the experience. But anyhow, the last, we caught a few fish, fried up some pompano and ate them. And then came back down. I went out by myself where I did the live stream. And so I did, I promised some content for this, and I was worried because fishing was not that great initially. And, but I did a live stream on YouTube out on the beach fishing. Oh, the Zonk man coming in with a Submarino. Appreciate you, brother.
Awesome.
But yeah, I enjoyed doing that, man. It was like out like right before sunset, and we got to see the moon rise, and people seemed to really dig it. And that was fun. I caught a fish on camera, caught a puffer on camera, and right after the live stream cut off, of course, I caught a bunch of fish, like bam, 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 and then it kind of stopped. So that was that rising tide, 3 hours before high tide. So the next day, didn't have much luck in the morning. It was the last night, and I thought, like, me and the fiance, man, when I go on fishing trips, I don't go out to like fucking fancy restaurants and sightseeing. We don't do shit like that. We fish. If we want to do lovey-dovey romantic getaways, we do that.
Do they have one of those beds there where you can put the quarter in it?
We were in separate beds.
That's cool.
These were
doing it old school, like the grandparents would have done.
We ain't married yet. So anyhow, but the last night, I knew from the night before that if anything was going to happen, everybody on the beach and on the piers, everybody's talking about nothing's happening. Nobody's catching shit. But I knew that little time period, I didn't want to miss that, because if I had to bet anything, that's where I would bet. And got out there, sun went down, boom. Literally started catching 2 fish at a time. I'm using a double hook rig, 2 hooks and then a sinker at the bottom. Catching 2 fish at a time. I caught probably 40 to 50 fish. I lost count. 40 to 50 fish in like an hour. Couldn't even take a sip of beer. It was like soon as it hit the water, boom, boom. And then it's small fish, but 2 at a time.
Did you eat them?
I saved a few for my dad. I brought them back since I figured the some bitch that taught me how to fish. I had a tough year.
What kind of fish were these?
Whiting, or we call them whiting. People call them Virginia mullet. They're also called northern kingfish, I think.
It's good eating.
Yeah, really, really good eating fish. A little white.
Typical in restaurants.
Whitefish,
here.
yeah. We call them whiting. We always call them whiteys. Actually, when I was a kid, the way my dad said it, I thought he was saying whiteys.
Whiteys, huh?
Whiteys, but they're not whiteys. Whiting. Yeah.
Whitey Ford.
Nice flaky whitefish.
Whitey Ford, he was a good pitcher. You remember him?
I do remember him. But it was good times, man. I really love doing that live stream out there. But I don't want to say it was a wash, and I have a hard time. I mentioned this on the live stream. Everybody kept telling me, because I get down there, I did all this preparation. When I go on a fishing trip, everybody's like, "Oh, it's better than a good day at work," and just relax and you're resetting. It doesn't matter if you catch anything. It's like, fuck off, man. I'll show you the old Newt Rockney thing.
You want the big prize.
I like to win, Jay. I like to succeed.
Yeah.
So you show me somebody that's content with their with losing. They lose gracefully, and I'll show you a fucking failure. And I don't like that. I don't like to fail. And so even though it's like, oh, the ocean's pretty, I was really happy to be down there. Me and the fiance had a good time.
Yeah, Steve's ass is in the picture.
But at the end of the day, it wasn't until that last day when I smashed him that I felt like I was doing something. So,
yeah,
I felt kind of, oh, Steve, you're going to get us popped on Twitch.
Okay.
Plumber's crack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did, I did think something came back in my favor, because that night right before it got dark,
Yeah.
I noticed somebody had left a bunch of trash on the beach. Like a fucking shithead. Somebody left some trash and stuff, and I was like, man, fuck that. And I went down and started picking up trash. Started picking up trash off the beach. I put it in my own bucket, and I'm like, when I get off the beach, I'll throw it
So I
away.
mistake you for
You
a
don't-
homeless person?
You don't trash up a beach.
No,
You don't
it's
trash
pretty-
up the fucking Outer Banks.
pretty shitty.
One of the most pristine areas in America. You don't do that. So I
pretty
picked up
shitty.
the trash, and right after I did that's when I started smashing the fish. That's some good karma coming. That's how I'm not that guy, but that's some
Karma
good,
crane.
got some good karma coming right there.
That's a good story, man.
That's all I'm saying.
That's a good story.
So it ended up being a good trip. Long trip, long drive. I just came off the road right now, so it's
How many hours was
it's
it? Was it Carolina Beach?
no Nag's Head, Outer Banks. So it was 4.5 hours, and I made a detour to drop
You were right at the end of the earth.
end of the earth, the flat edge. I could see right off the end of it. And anyway, it was a good time. Might go back. I'm trying to get these fellas to go with me.
A lot of pirate ships.
Week of Thanksgiving,
There's a U-boat out there about down near Beaufort.
guys trip, Thanksgiving week,
Okay.
not Thanksgiving.
Let me check my
Leading up
let
to
me
it.
check my schedule that week. Actually,
I'm just telling you,
I might have to.
no checking schedules.
No,
That-
I might,
sounds like pussy shit, Jay.
I might have to work that weekend.
You got to work. What are you rolling dudes in the village again, Jay?
He's running turkeys.
Yeah, I'm running turkeys.
You're running
that
turkeys?
week.
You
Yeah.
running a turkey shoot? Oh man,
Let's have a turkey shoot. Let's have GMRN night, the turkey shoot down at Sumner this year.
my daddy used to go down them turkey shoots. He's good at them, boy. I'm gonna tell you what.
I thought you legitimately like shot a turkey when you went down there. I didn't realize it was just to win a Thanksgiving turkey.
Yeah, when I was a kid, I didn't really understand turkey shoots either. I'm gonna be honest.
'cause
I knew my dad won turkeys.
There was one about a mile from where I grew up, and we used to hear it every Friday and Saturday night. You know, you could hear the shotgun. You know,
Yeah.
shotguns being shot, and I always thought they were just shooting turkeys. You know, it was just getting guys, a bunch of guys getting together shooting turkeys. But
Hey, let's get together and mess up some turkeys. You guys want to?
I mean, yeah,
Oh man, that's yeah, it was good times. But dude, I came in like Jay actually picked me up from dropping the rental car off and like come sliding in here. I didn't have any content for the show and kind of threw some stuff together, so we're kind of winging it tonight. But that's all right.
we do that every week.
That's the old school. That's old school record night shit
Y'all
right
are the
there.
kings of winging it. You know,
Yeah, just get me a little party liquor and lube my lips up, and we just see what the fuck happens. How
That guy
about that?
Merv will be in New Bern. I've been to New Bern a few times, Merv.
Ain't that where your boat is,
My
Jay?
boat's in New Bern.
Pepsi was born.
Jay's got a boat in New Bern right now, Murph.
Yeah.
That's where his sailboat is.
All right.
Checking schedules, snapping necks, cashing checks. Hey,
That's
look,
it, man.
there's the rundown. Look at the top of the rundown. I don't usually give this peek into the performance right here, but look at the top of it. Snapping necks, cashing checks.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy, man.
I'll be honest
Turkey
with you.
firing squad. Yeah, that's what we thought it was,
Get
man.
off your hard drive.
Get off your hard drive, Mike. Mike.
Yeah.
All right, what else? Steve, what'd you do tonight? Well, you tell about it later.
Peter
Steve was
Scolari died today. That was kind of sad. I think we should do a shot for Peter Scolari.
Peter Scolari did die, and I when Jay told me that,
I first thought of Newhart because I loved him in Newhart.
I immediately
I
assumed he
hated bosom buddies.
died. You said he died of cancer. I assumed it was cancer of the tennis shorts because I'm a big Bosom Buddies fan. You know that Bosom Buddies intro? He's wearing those short ass shorts. He lays down on that lounge chair. And you can almost see his balls. Really close for an intro for a network sitcom. You can real close almost see Peter Scolari's
I
balls.
was like 4 years old.
God rest in
I remember I was
peace.
like 4 years old and I saw that show and I got like this weird feeling, and I never watched it again.
Peter Scrotumly.
True story. When I was about that age,
Yeah.
that was one of my favorite shows. It was that and Chips probably was my favorite shows.
Yeah.
And I think my parents were a little concerned.
Why?
Well, because they dress up like women and stuff.
The chips, though. I mean,
Well, no.
you know.
It's also, I don't know. They also kind of look like the YMCA cops, right? The Village People cops. And then I also
I
like,
always thought they were really weird too. The Village People.
well, I guess.
I mean, like just
Let's do a
They-
fifth.
people that dress up like that though. That's kind of weird, you know.
Dress up?
Yeah, like
I like dressing up. I'm dressed up right now for record night.
it's kind of like the Wizard of Oz, you know. Yeah, so let's do a shot for Peter Scolari.
That's the
What's
hummingbird.
CCM?
It's a Canadian company.
It's like a Cincinnati.
Hockey. Jay's a hockey dad.
My son had a shitty game last week.
What's his fucking problem?
He only scored 5 goals. He was one away from the double hat trick, and I made him walk home. I said, when you can get this straight, when you can do 2 hat tricks in a game, I'll give you a ride.
I tell you what, you can just run by the truck till you figure it out. How about that? You like that shit?
Is there such a thing as a Mexican hat trick?
Okay, that seems inappropriate. Oh, we're getting some liquor emote spam, so maybe we should do a shot for.
That's what I just said.
I know.
Up for you.
Yeah, mine's
That's mine.
That's yours?
Mine's that skinny
Steve-
Guatemalan one in there, Steve, on the thing.
And Steve, you may like the liquor we're drinking tonight.
Yeah, we made an impromptu trip to the liquor store on the way here. You said that if we
Ellie
don't go,
15, 7 Mary 3 and 4.
you said that.
It's like a German beer bottle.
Yeah, it's like a growler.
You see what it
Is that
says?
they call those?
Read it.
Georgia Peach.
Georgia Peach.
Yeah, 360.
Is that a Georgia company?
Made in Georgia.
That's where they show all the TV shows now. You think Peter Scolari lived in Georgia? He's an actor.
He's part of the Steve Harvey company.
No, it was Tyler Perry's neighbor.
Tyler Perry. Yeah.
Steve
Was-
Harvey, they shoot Family Feud in Georgia now. So
Was he the one? Was he the one that? No.
he wasn't in the You know, can I tell you a funny Peter's? Can I tell you?
Think about it
Can I tell you
before.
a
Think
funny-
about it before you say it. I want you to take 5 seconds and say.
No,
And
ca-
think: is this something we should talk about right now?
No, let me tell you a funny a story. Okay, this is how. It's a good bottle. It's a good looking bottle.
It's a good looking bottle.
Weston, Missouri.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Steve.
Is that MO, Missouri?
Yes. Yeah. No, I thought Peter Scolari was. Watch out there. That.
I see it.
Is Rick Moranis?
No, I'm dead ass serious. So on the "Don't Worry, Be Happy" video, I thought that was Peter Scolari for years.
I don't remember the video.
It was.
Chase?
No, it was.
Rick Moranis.
No, it was Bobby McFerrin
Yes,
and
you're correct.
2 other people,
Chevy Chase was in it.
but they were like vaudeville. They were vaudeville. No, you're thinking of My Name Is Don't Call Me Al.
Call me Al. You can call me Al.
You can call me Al, yeah. No, the Don't Worry, Be Happy video. They were in like this dim lit living room. Do you remember that?
Maybe.
I would say show it, but we'll get popped. So,
And we're not showing it.
but I thought that was Peter Scolari. For
Robin
years.
Williams.
Yes, and then the other guy looked just like Peter Scolari though. There was another guy in it too.
It's Peter Cetera.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't Peter.
I am the man who will fight for your murder.
See how
Robin Williams
let's see
wasn't
how
that.
Missourians feel.
Robin Williams wa-
Georgia.
Hey, hey, what y'all drinking tonight?
Robin Williams was in that video though, right?
John Cicada.
The guy was
Got-
a professional mom. Yeah, but it looked just like Peter Scolari though. Like Peter Sellers. No, it wasn't Peter Sellers.
All right.
Peter Griffin.
Yeah.
Let it
Then
rest.
Robin
Let it
Williams.
rest.
Then Robin Williams hung himself and ruined it all.
That went dark.
I don't know why he had to do that.
It's his own choice, Joe.
Yeah, but he made it suck for everybody else, you know.
All right. You did the vacay thing.
Sorry, I just got off on a tangent there. I didn't mean to.
You kind of did. So check this out. Let's moving along to some stuff I found. You know, we're big fans of DJ Shadow here on the program, and one of the biggest curators of diggable records, we'll call them. And really, like early on, who I found, DJ Shadow's one of those guys I kind of look to, like, how do you dig? you know, it was, and he's looking for breaks and like samples and stuff like that. But it's that culture that initially got me interested in digging for records, and like how you really dig and look for things and look for crazy crazy stuff and like just interesting private press stuff and whatever. Anyway, big fans of DJ Shadow. And he's selling, again, he's done this before, he's selling some parts of his collection.
I've been thinking about doing that myself here lately.
This sale is going to feature a variety of LPs, 45s and 12 inches, along with CDs, cassettes, posters, and other rarities. A lot of this stuff is not available anywhere else. Prices range from, this is a British article, from £2 all the way up to £700. With Shadow hoping to cater to everyone, from the casual fan on a budget to the brick and mortar shop owners to grail hunters. The sale will be held at Rap Cats across the 23rd and 24th of October. So like fucking tomorrow and Sunday. Or today. No, wait. Sunday and Monday. Because it's already Sunday and Monday.
Cool, man.
I don't think he's what's going on, Davis? I don't think he's hurting. I don't know what the deal is.
It'd be kind of cool to own like somebody. Like
I would love to
pretty
own a
famous record for like $4 or something. You know.
I like that. I'd love to be able to own, like that video Steve posted about the guy that bought George Benson's record collection and had a great story to go along with it. It'd be cool to like own even like a common record, but it's like, if you owned Herbie Mann's Push Push or something, but it was like, no, it's the one that George Benson owned.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah, you know what I mean? That's that'd be super, super cool. So
you might have records like that you don't know about. Actually.
That's true. Or maybe he's developed a habit. I don't know. Maybe he's got a monkey on his back.
Maybe you've got. Maybe you've got one of Peter Scolari's former records in your collection
Jay,
that you didn't know about.
Enough with this Peter Scolari shit. Yeah, he's probably downsizing, or maybe just wants to like realizing
maybe he's moving.
I've got too much and
getting a smaller apartment.
Or maybe it's a PR move where we'll make I've got some fat I need to trim anyway, and maybe I get rid of some of these records and it makes a nice PR piece and gets me back in the news and people go pick up some of my records.
Sure.
I mean that's a smart businessman.
Maybe he owes a woman some money.
Okay, that's pretty presumptuous.
Just
I don't
saying.
know. I don't know. Here's a record we've talked about on the show. This actual record for some time. That Wu-Tang Clan,
one of a kind Wu-Tang.
The one of a kind Wu-Tang Clan record. Once Upon a Time in Shaolin. Now, initially, they wanted this to go to like one person for like, it was like $1 million or whatever. And that piece of shit guy, Martin Shkreli, not Peter Scolari, Martin Shkreli, known as the Pharma Bro, the guy that raised the price on an AIDS drug or some kind of shit. The biggest piece of shit ever. And then the dude got like busted for some bullshit, fraud and tax evasion or whatever it was. And so the U.S. government took control of this record.
Wow.
Hope it arrived warped. Yeah. So the U.S. government took control of this, which I'm glad it went away from, I about said Peter Scolari. Fuck you, Jay. Martin Shkreli. I'm glad they took it away from him. But anyway.
Martin Shkreli?
This new conglomerate the U.S. government has sold this record to this conglomerate, a group who describes themselves as a collective of DeFi leaders, early NFT collectors, and digital artists.
Oh yeah, that's the crypto gang.
Yeah, so they've come together kind of anonymously, sort of, to pick this up. But they just said, we want this to be us bringing it back to the people. We want fans to participate in this album at some level. So it's back in relatively positive hands, which is kind of cool because both of those options, some piece of shit billionaire pharma bro, that sucks, and then the government seizes control over it, that sucks too. So it's nice that this is like
What do you talk about diversifying your portfolio into crypto after the show tonight?
You want to get into crypto?
No, I'm into crypto.
You still into crypto?
Yeah, I still got money in crypto.
Oh, DJ Thunder with some biddies.
What does that mean? Cheered 100 times?
100 bits.
Okay.
It's
So,
a Twitch currency, Jay.
Okay. I'm new to this thing, man.
Yeah. Okay,
I
boomer.
thought we were still on.
Okay, boomer.
I thought we were still on MySpace. You know, what is this?
Live streaming on MySpace.
Yeah, can you do that?
Now, I will say that I think I've been pretty unplugged from things that have been happening in the music world. Jay's figured it all out.
I'm working on it.
I've been pretty unplugged from things that have been going on, but posted in our Discord this week. I think Vance posted it. Aaron may have posted it. Mr. Bizarro actually posted some shit about this, or told me about it. Sent me a message. New King Buffalo.
Okay.
A lot of fans of King Buffalo watch the show, and fantastic psychedelic stoner kind of outfit.
Yeah.
And when I went to go check this out, man, it's sold out already. Like the pre-orders.
Wow.
Now, pre-orders are only being taken for 800. Test pressing sold out in less than a minute, as did the deluxe version. And the regular 800 versions also sold out.
It's crazy.
I kind of don't like that. You have to know that more than 800 people, and I like King Buffalo a lot, you have to know that more than 800 people want your record. So at this point, you're doing this on purpose.
Oh, Mel Theologian said Neil Young just died.
Neil Young died?
What?
No.
That's what Mel Theologian's reporting.
Shane, if he's lying, you got to ban him. They'll do another color. I figured that's what it is. And I've talked about this before. I think that's smart for like smaller genres of things to do small runs of different color variants to protect your ass, so you're not stuck with a bunch of stuff in a warehouse you can't get rid of. And then you also make your albums collectible. Hey Jay, careful. You know who I am?
I'm
the collectible. I'm the collectible, Jay. You better watch out.
All right, man. Hey,
Get into it.
you can talk about the White Stripes thing.
I don't know.
So the White Stripes re-released a record this week.
Metal Theologian, he's lying. Steve's over here feverishly, no pun intended, flipping through his phone trying to find out if Neil Young died.
So I saw where the White Stripes.
But rest in peace, Joe Rogan, though. Either way,
I saw where the White Stripes had a reissue coming out of one of their early ones, and it was called the White Blood Cells reissue. And it was like a crazy thing, and your boy over at Underdog got some copies, and they sold out in like just a few minutes.
wow.
He got like
Okay.
20 copies, and they sold out like crazy. So that was a big reissue coming out, I guess. So,
Like a 7-inch?
no, LP, I believe. One of the early LPs reissued.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't know if I'm missing some details, but you know,
Yeah,
it's possible.
I feel like you're kind of missing some details already. But anyway. Hey, check this out. You guys Bobby Liebling fans? It's hard to say that.
Are you serious?
It's easier to say, are you guys Pentagram fans? Because if you ask somebody if they're a Bobby Liebling fan, you're probably going to be like, no, the dude's a piece of shit. Which is true.
I watched that documentary.
Right.
He
Now,
just likes drugs. I mean, he doesn't mean he's a piece of shit.
this, speaking of that documentary, Bobby Liebling and Dave Sherman, Basement Chronicles. It's called Night Owl. Have you heard of this?
No.
Set of doom bangers, fuzz rockers, and meditative late night boogie. And it's finally being released. I guess he used to kind of go over and like when Bobby was having one of his like darker periods. I don't know when he's had lighter periods, but this was definitely a darker period. First time these recordings, a snippet of which can be heard in the cult classic documentary Last Days Here, which you were talking about before, being made officially apart from the CDR, which I think the only way it's been released before. This is a Svart reissue of this, or issue of this. I don't know if it's ever been released. And I know from Metal Theologian that Sfart is a label that you don't skip around on. They release some good shit. I'm not familiar with this session or anything. I don't know anything about it, but I think that's worth looking into for fans of early Doom and Pentagram and shit like that.
Cool.
Yeah, man. God, my fucking neck. Why'd I do that? My arms are sore from catching fish. I mean, literally, like, sore.
Cool. Cool, brother.
Now check this out.
Okay, let's check it out.
You ready to check it out?
Let's do it, man. I'm into it.
Big Danzig fan here, Jay.
That's what I hear.
I've got the boots, but the first two Danzig and then the fourth one. Still need the third one. But today...
Samhain. Also.
Samhain as well. But today, the fifth Danzig, Black Acid Devil... Cleopatra has reissued this thing. It's a deluxe reissue. Released in '96. Considered one of the boldest move that Danzig made through their career. It's got a bunch of like random crazy people on here. Future Queens of the Stone Age drummer Joey Castillo's on here. Contributions from Jerry Cantrell. I never knew this.
I didn't know that either.
I'm nowhere near as familiar
Michael familiar
with this late of Danzig stuff. Because I was I casually liked Danzig, but it wasn't until pretty recently that I really got into Danzig.
Yeah.
But I would be interested in picking that up.
Yeah, you should pick it up, man.
Books.
Pick it up.
Check them out.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
New Green Lung also came on Sfart today. No way, I missed that.
So,
Francis Barrett with the Submarino over on the YouTube side of things. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
Francis.
Barrett.
Appreciate that. Least favorite Danzig LP? Tell me about it, Neb. What's weird about it? Is it just too far out there?
Steve's got
I'm happy to report Neil Young is.
Yeah, he said he was fucking around. Yeah,
He was fudging around.
Fudging. Excuse me.
Thanks for making me do all that work.
Oh,
Yeah.
Steve. Yeah. Sorry, Steve. We'll let you on the joke next time.
Speaking of Sfart, there's a reissue of Sarcophagus, Envoy of Death, kicking around.
You know who's not alive,
Okay.
though? It's Peter Scolari.
Jay.
And that girl that Alec Baldwin shot.
The cinematographer? That was some shit.
Hey, I'm just stating the facts, man. Hey, I'm just stating the facts. I don't know what you're looking at me like that for.
They posted a picture of her. It's like, here's the last photo of the girl that Alec Baldwin shot.
Was it her doing like this?
No, it was a selfie she took 2 days before.
Too soon, Jay.
Hey, you know, I mean...
It was yesterday.
That was all the way in yesterday.
All
The way in yesterday.
All the way. I like that. Write that down.
That made me think. No, it made me think of if somebody's not a sub and you can tell me what all the way was Stephanie K. All the way was Stephanie K.
She died of lead poisoning.
What's that from?
What I heard.
She died of lead. Okay.
I didn't say that. Merv said that, actually.
All right. Also out today, or starting with some stuff that's... What is it, Steve? What's happening?
You got breaking news.
I just Googled all the way in yesterday, and every result was some kind of sports story.
Look up All the Way with Stephanie K. Let's see what that comes up with. Since nobody knows. Nobody that watches the show fucking knows. Whatever.
Is that one of those tricks you tried to get me to do one time? Where I pulled my pants down?
Jay was going to this whole thing about sword fighting earlier. Now, when you were kids, did you ever, like, when you're pissing with other dudes? And I'm like, wait.
I thought it was common practice, man. I didn't know.
I mean...
All right. Hold on.
Me,
All the way with Stephanie K.
with your uncle?
Merch table.
Merch table? What? Hey, the new Mastodon dropped today, ladies and germs.
That's been a major one.
Hushed and
You talking about
Grim.
Degrassi? You watched Degrassi?
Yeah, Steve got it. All the Way with Stephanie K is from Degrassi Junior High.
You watched that show?
When we were kids,
Oh, really?
Canadian classic.
For you kids.
Stephanie K was running for office, and that's what the crowd was chanting. All the way with Stephanie K. And the people that were against her would yell, out of the way with Stephanie K.
Ah.
See how that works? Anyway, new Mastodon today. Not listen to it. It's called Hushed and Grim. We kind of previewed it. I heard one of the tracks off of this several weeks back. We talked about here on the show. Really enjoyed what they were doing with that. Be interested to check out the full album. I mean, pick it up. For me, it's a pickup.
Okay.
I got all this fucking Mastodon. I don't need to,
What if it's $40?
Yeah.
It's two LPs. I mean,
It is 2 LPs.
It will be for you.
That's the new thing. Anything 2 LPs, well, it's $40.
They can make more money doing it that way. It's a business.
You telling me music's a business, Jay? Is that what's going on here?
Wait, is that this whole con? They're trying to make a buck.
Also, I didn't realize this was happening. We just played some Monolord recently. Speaking of doom metal, Monolord, Swedish monsters of the doom world, got a new 5-track album that people are really talking nice about, called Your Time to Shine. I gotta check this out. I can only imagine it's on Riding Easy. 5-track journey that spans across crushing doom rock to more spacey groove laden opuses. Your Time to Shine is Monolord at their most unfiltered and focused. Mastodon's $34.99. Okay. Mastodon records are always a little bit pricey.
At least they're not 40.
At least they're not 40.
What's going on, Mike?
I don't know. Where were you at tonight, Steve?
I went and saw All Them Witches at the Ramcat.
Okay. How was that?
It was fantastic. It really was.
I need to know right now, are you going to whisper the whole time, or
What?
are you
Am
whispering?
I whispering now?
Yeah.
No, I'm not.
All right. You're better now.
Okay.
You-
No, it was really, really good. Now, I did my best to leave my phone in my pocket because I have a tendency to want to shoot the whole fucking show like video. I did take some photos and yeah, it was great.
They have an opener?
They did. What was the name of that? It was a good band. It was just 2 guys, guitar with an octave pedal on it. Of course, give you the bass and the drummer.
What an Eagle Twin, was it?
No, it was like some kind of birds.
Birds of Prey.
No. Fuck. I tried to remember.
Birds of Canada.
No. Birds of Canada. Good one. That's great.
Albatross.
No, the goose.
That'd be a lake loon or a goose. Goose.
Goose. Birds of Canada.
Oh, Jesus
Maybe
Christ.
a loon. And yeah, so that was a lot of fun. I'm going to see Dune tomorrow. I hope you guys plan to see Dune. And I will tell you,
I've heard it's really good.
you need to see it in IMAX. Just go ahead and commit to IMAX because it will fucking suck you in. I'm sure it will. I mean, I haven't seen it yet, but I know it will. Jack gave it a big thumbs up.
I would rather see it on my 48-inch, 974-pound CRT television.
But it's that coupled with the sound experience, I think, that's what grabs you, though. So
Yeah. Also, kind of in the weird, and I was just blind stabbing at stuff that came out today. I had to do this shit really quickly because I was not prepared. But this kind of did of the little kind of weird and obscure. Now these other bands we talked about, stuff that I know we like and you guys like, and stuff that we needed to talk about. This one kind of jumped out at me for one reason. Pipe pop. How would you say that, Steve? It's French.
pop psychedelic.
Une bibliothèque.
That's what it looks like to me.
This is a collection of French psychedelic pop stuff from '64 to 2019.
They put those accents on there so you would say it like we say it. Psychedelic.
Yeah. But this is from all the way back. Serge Gainsbourg.
Sounds like something I would really want to have.
I know, and this all the way to like variations of stuff, like covers that some of the people from Stereolab have done.
Me, I love good compilations.
But you know what this really reminded me of, and nobody mentioned this in the description, but psychedelic French pop stuff. I immediately thought, is this going to be that? It's that categorization of music called was it Yaya music? French Yaya?
I don't know. Sorry.
I actually saw a video of the
So it's not like Gong.
No, more poppy than it. Way poppy than
Way
it.
poppy.
I saw a video of the Vinyl Guru spinning like a DJ set. She was spinning records from these French. Is it called Yaya music?
Maybe somebody,
psychedelic
maybe
pop.
somebody knows. Yeah.
I'm not looking it up. Something like that.
I was hoping we'd have.
Don't be booing.
I was hoping we'd have a special guest tonight. My friend John was supposed to be in High Point, and he's like, "You do that? Don't you do that record show?" I was like, "Yeah, well, you should come over."
Hell yeah.
He could spin a few yarns for you.
Hell yeah. Anyway, I thought this would be interesting to check out. And something weird in the stuff that came out today. Check it out. And also, speaking of weird, The Midnight, one of my favorite synthwave groups, The Midnight, reissued an album, Monsters, from... It came out in 2020, I believe. It's not my favorite Midnight shit, but also synthwave stuff doesn't... Yee Yee, it's called Yee Yee.
Yee Yee.
What's up now, Josh? Yeah, Yee Yee. I knew it sounded similar to that, but it's like this French movement.
Yeah.
Like from the 60s, though, right? It was more of a
I don't
60s kind of thing, if I believe. But anyway. But The Midnight. Synthwave stuff does not get reissued very often. And
Mike's into synthwave.
I'm really into synthwave stuff. It's very nichey, and much like when we were talking about this, like King Buffalo, where stuff they only press so many and then it's gone and it's hard to find. Synthwave's kind of the same way. So if you like that's one of those genres where if you like it and you think you're going to pick it up, do it now. Do it now. Do it now. Do it. Do it again. Do it again.
Just put it on the truck.
Put it on the truck. Yeah, killer cover. The Midnight, they do. It's very vocal synthwave stuff. Yeah, if you like it, you like it.
You'll like it.
You'll like it.
Yee Yee.
I guarantee it.
Who are you, Earl Scheib?
That the Men's Warehouse guy?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was doing the Men's
That's
Warehouse
the
guy.
Men's Warehouse. That's right. I was thinking about Earl Scheib will paint any car for like $39.99. I guarantee it.
My name is Billy Shepherd, and I own a carpet store.
Billy Shepherd Carpet Store, open 8:55 to 4:55.
Every day. Let's get in a little bit what we played. Ow, I just run over my toe with this chair.
You think Billy Shepherd's going to send us that check he said he would?
I think Billy Shepherd is no longer with us.
Dead.
He's long since passed.
Hey, can I play something here before we do this? So
Can
while you were
you?
away, 2 years ago, I started working on this jingle for the station,
Oh, yeah.
and then it died. They said something about, oh, well, you have to. If I said I wanted to work from home because that's where all my gear is, and I don't feel comfortable working on it at the station because it's such a square place to be to do that. So they're like, well, you'll have to put it on your own time, do that on your own time. Which I was like, only if I bill the shit out of you for doing that.
Yeah, if you're going to pay me yeah.
So when COVID hit, I'm like, I'm working from home, but I'm not fucking going to touch this. So it for 2 years, it just died. And then lately we were talking about doing what we're going to do for the Super Bowl, because the Super Bowl is on NBC, by the way, this year. I don't know if you know that. It rarely is, but it's nice that it is. And
Bing bong,
we get like a little slot in there, you know. Which
we get slots, baby.
It's very high profile, of course.
I get all the slots.
And the group was kind of clueless as to what we wanted to do, and I said, well, it sounds like what you guys want to, the message you want to portray is exactly what I was working on for that jingle.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's kind of a, although we're all different, we're all the same, we're from here, this is where we're at, blah, blah, blah. So, well, I did a rough cut, and they really liked it. They wanted to go ahead and put it on the air. I was like, no, it's not good. It's
a lot of people
really,
are talking, and what they're saying is things that...
And so this week I made a new. I made like 8 versions actually, and I finally picked 2 that I liked and edited them together to make a version. And I've got it right here.
Okay.
So I also made a little video.
Oh, a video.
So it would portray kind of my message, which is like the first half of the. It's like the first 15 seconds. It's rural, and then it kind of kicks into city.
Okay.
So I just used some drone shots. This is not the finished promo. If you want to show this, I'll turn it up. How do you want to do
Let's
this?
show it up here, but then we'll be far away from the mic.
You want me to just send it, email it to you? We'll show it later.
We should have planned this out.
I don't know.
How about I hold this? I can hold this.
Okay, you hold it up.
I think I've already got it turned up.
All right. I feel like this is Peter Scolari's going to be popping out with tennis shorts.
No Seeger, no sax, motherfucker. Eat that. I was at a lot. Last night I pulled out, I had this one version done, but it was too guitar-y. It was too, everything was acoustic guitars. There was a 12-string, there were 2 6-strings. It was too much of one beautiful thing. So last night I was like, well, I want to put some voices on it. So I had this keyboard. It's a Roland keyboard that actually has a synth module, MIDI connect.
Uh-huh.
And you can get all these voices on the synth module. I was like, well, I'll find a really good, like, string, violin, because my whole idea is eventually when I go into the studio to record this, the first half of the 60, it's a 60 actually, the first half is going to be rural, and it's going to be played by my friend Susan, who plays like a fiddle viola thing. And the second half is going to be a saxophone from Jeremy Soule, who played, both of those 2 people played on a song that I did during the pandemic. And I'm going to get them to play the lead line on
that has a very sitcom vibe to it.
It does. Well, that's funny because that's what Corey said when he saw it today.
That's a sitcom open. That's the open we need to be doing. It's that same thing.
Well, apparently I can do that.
Let's get into sitcom opens.
But the funny thing is, the synth, I could not get the synth mod. I've worked with it before. I couldn't get the synth module to work, so I had to use the crappy strings on the Roland keyboard, which aren't that great. But the second half, I was like, well, what am I going to do now for the second part? So I just have to pull out the saxophone. And I played saxophone in high school, but picked it up maybe 4 times since, kind of a thing. But I was able to like lay down that in about 20 minutes.
Yeah,
so,
nice.
He played sax in high school, so did you used to dress up like that and play outside of the cafeteria at lunch?
Steve should record y'all's opener with a drone shot of y'all waving to the camera. Like the Dunder Mifflin.
Yeah, but there's only 3 of us.
Well, what's up, Luke? Oh, Abacus said he's got an antique carton of Chesterfield's about to dust them shits off.
Nice.
Dude, shoot some video of that.
Yeah, I want to see video of that. Yeah, so that's what I did this week.
Jay bought some Benson and Hedges.
I feel pretty good. I feel pretty good about it.
Huh?
Yeah, they're outdated though.
All right, let's get into a little bit of what we played. Boom. Kind of jumped in. I don't. This was left on the table from the last time.
I wasn't even here.
I don't have any input on any of these.
Little Accept, Restless and Wild. Woo! An OG red guy. Great record, man. Classic heavy metal thunder.
It says it has your name on it.
That was a hold, please.
Michael Miller.
Because it was like $8.
Michael Miller. Heavy metal worldwide.
This was from our good buddy Jeff. Gifted us a chunk of records last week from his aunt that passed. And this was the one I wanted to. Other than those 7-inch Elvis records, which were fantastic.
Oh yeah.
This was the one LP I was kind of curious about, because he's from Baltimore. So was she, obviously. Baltimore Jazz, the Pier 5, which is like
it's probably like a club band.
like a club up there, but it's very early jazz.
How was it?
It's good. It's very early jazz, though. I mean,
Sure.
you go into it with what it is.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
You know, I didn't think I was gonna like. I've got a bunch of Gene Krupa, and some of the stuff Gene Krupa did was with this female singer, and I was like, oh, I'm not gonna like this. This is kind of croony shit. It fucking was killer shit. That's what it was.
But it's, you know, and it's cool because it's got
Oh, I like that.
General Records, General Radio and Record, old school stuff.
Oh yeah.
All white.
You go in there and they can service your big console radio.
All white dudes.
Saw your record. Yeah.
It's that kind of jazz.
Well, it is Baltimore.
Yeah. Have you been to Baltimore, Steve?
Well, but that's like 1946.
True.
56.
Aaron Griffin cashed in some banana bucks. Wanted to hear some Rick James. Not a problem. So I pulled out a little Fired Up, baby. Woo! I've had this record for so damn long, man.
I love
This
that
was before
that Stone City Band's shit is really, really good.
Good stuff. Look at that. Aaron said I should get this when I get married. I should be wearing that.
You should wear that for Halloween next week.
It's just Halloween. Fuck that. I should just wear that. Period. $100. That Baltimore Jazz one goes for $100.
Have you heard about
Hold
this?
up. That Baltimore Jazz record goes for $100. No shot.
Especially with that sticker on it.
That's crazy. After that, Mr. Bizarro used his banana bucks to let Eric Wandender pick a record. He said, let's keep this funk vibe going. He said, play some Funkadelic or some Parliament or some Ohio Players. I pulled this Funkadelic, One Nation Under a Groove. A lot more of the, a lot of slower tracks on this than I remember. They're groovy but not as like hardcore funky until you get kind of the end. The last track was really banging.
The funk of it.
But good stuff. Look at that.
Woo! Nothing can stop us now.
Good stuff. Wow.
Is yours in good shape? I have it, but I don't think mine's in good.
That one's in good shape.
Yours is in real good shape.
Yeah. Picked this up not too long ago. I hadn't played it a lot on the show.
I'll tell you though, one of my favorite songs is "Who Says a Funk Band Can't
Play Rock?" Yeah.
That's one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Albums.
Tad, God's Balls. Look at that digital watch that says Tad. It always bothers me how much me and Tad could look alike at certain points, and I didn't care for that. Especially the one where he's wearing like a trucker hat and has a beard and shit. I guess, is this a gatefold that I've not...
I don't think so.
I'm not going to... It's got a hype sticker. I don't want to fuck with that right now. But anyway. Tad, God's Balls. You know it. You love it. You want some more of it. If you're not familiar with Tad, jump up on that bitch. Classic grunge, quote unquote. Tad reminds me of
Oh, it
like
is a gatefold.
Nirvana's Bleach. It's that kind of vibe. The more raucous, raw, unpolished stuff from the Seattle scene. Not Pearl Jam, not Nevermind. You know, it's much more gnarly kind of stuff. Had to play this record, given what I was at the Outer Banks all week long fishing, and a couple of records I was like, when I get back, there's two. I should have played them before I left last week's show, but I didn't, so I'm gonna play them this week. Les McCann, Fish This Week. Woo! How appropriate, baby. Love this little Blue Note joint. What year is this? It's the black and blue Blue Note.
That's like
That'd
late
been-
70s, early 80s one.
No, it's like that would be like early 70s, I think. Had this a long time. You guys know this shit. Play this a lot on the show, but had to play Fish this week. And it's a lot more on the piano jazz side of things, but still a vibe. I mean, absolute love Les McCann. It's nowhere near as funky as like Talk to the People or the Live at Montreux stuff, which I just did the TikTok about and all that stuff. It's not that funky. This is a lot more piano and not like electric piano or organ or clavinet kind of stuff. This is straight piano. But I wouldn't call it piano jazz because it's not who's the cat I'm thinking of? Live at Cologne.
Yeah. Yep, I'll get to it.
73 Fish this week. Keith Jarrett.
Keith Jarrett.
It's not Keith Jarrett. It's not so slow. It's just like, for a Friday night. It's got a little bounce to it.
That's got a place for sure.
Absolutely. And it has a place here. It's not even just like, like Keith Jarrett is fantastic. We always say it's like the Sunday morning cup of coffee, read the newspaper kind of jazz. And that's cool too. I've got a Robert Ludwig, I think maybe it's the Live at Cologne or some Keith Jarrett I have. It's a Robert Ludwig. But anyway, that stuff sounds great and it's vibey. It's just not bouncy and it's not
Live
something.
at Köln.
Cologne. Y'all played over at Cologne.
That's acceptable, actually.
Now I want to know, Steve, if it was all to end today,
If it was all to end today.
Do you know where you would be going?
Do you know where you'd be going?
Because there's two groups that I would want you to talk to if you're not real sure about where you would go in.
There's two groups that want you to talk to.
One group would be the power team.
The power team.
They can blow up hot water bottles with their mouth.
Are these
They can
those
rip
guys
phone boats.
that try to win you to Christ that like do stupid shit and they're like, come back, we're gonna rock some more shit.
That's the one group I'd want you to talk to if you don't know where you're going. The other group I'd want you to talk to is Striper.
Oh, okay.
To hell with the devil. Jay actually picked this out. It's got a hype sticker on it.
My friend,
Good record.
My friend Jim that I interviewed recently has some really good Striper stories to tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some good instrumentation on this. We had a slow song though. I forgot Clunk City. There's a Clunk City on that one. That slow song is really bad.
Hey Jake,
Keith Jarrett is Funeral Jazz. What are you doing?
They're not yours? Can I have a cigarette?
No.
No?
No. Can't smoke in here.
I'm not gonna smoke.
He just wants to put it in his mouth.
Just wanna put it in my mouth.
Okay.
It's a prop.
The other record.
Actually, I like the flavor of tobacco.
The other record, when I was down fishing, I'm like, man, the other thing I want to play? My favorite Carolina Beach. You guys that don't know what the Carolina Beach music thing is, like shaggin' music, Chairman of the Board, General Johnson. Some would say the Drifters. This is my favorite Carolina Beach compilation. It's called Beach Beat Classics. I had this growing up. My parents had this growing up.
Is this the group of compilations that makes me think of Carl?
It's not Ocean Drive.
Ocean Drive.
It's not Ocean Drive,
yeah.
but this is in a similar vein. I think Ocean Drive goes a little bit more down the middle with their compilations to where it includes a lot more
Popular.
poppy, like Jay was saying earlier, almost doo-wop stuff.
Yeah.
So it kind of, like the Drifters fall into that.
But this is like real South
This
Carolina.
is real,
South Carolina beach.
real
music.
beach
Shagging music.
beach shagging music. And I always play side 2 because it's got the Showman doing a song, the Showman with General Johnson doing 39 20 21 46. You with your 39 21 46 sheep. Yeah. Also on that side, it's got Willie T. That's classic Carolina Beach. Billy Stewart, the Prophets, chairman of the board. Woo! This is we had this on cassette growing up. We had a pool table growing up. My dad's a big Carolina Beach music fan, and we would listen to this shooting pool. My dad out there drinking liquor. This is on 1980 on Riptide Records. Comes out of Columbia, South Carolina. This compilation, good stuff. Not everybody's into Carolina Beach music, but it's in that when I get down to the coast, man, I kind of feel, even if it's not Myrtle Beach, because number one, fuck Myrtle Beach, but I love those vibes right there, 100%.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it really relaxes you.
Now I think Electric Banana cashed in some banana bucks, and he was like, "Man, you got to play some shit," because something pulled up and was like, "This song sucks. You got to play the to kind of cleanse the palate." Pulled out a little Creator. Endless Pain.
Wait a minute.
This 2017 reissue on Noise Records. Ooh. Classic German thrash.
Which one of these songs did they say suck?
There's one slow one on there. And it wasn't the second to the last. Ernie K-Do.
Tita Tita.
Tita Tita Ta.
I love Tata.
Bobby Gas Smokes for Me. Quote of the night.
Bobby Gas.
Did I delete? Hold on, let me look for this. A picture. There was me. I did a picture of me as Bobby Gas. I don't know what happened to it. Speaking of Carl, I can't. I think of when I think of beach music, I think of my dad. I think of Carl. I actually brought my dad back some fish that I caught.
Yeah.
I was like, wow.
What kind of fish did you catch? Like whitefish.
Caught some pompano earlier, and we fried up and ate those. And then the last night went nuts. Caught like 50 fish in like an hour, 2 at a time. It was nuts. And a lot of them
that's after you picked up the trash.
After I picked up the trash.
Yeah.
Those were whiting. So I brought my dad some whiting.
Because heaven is all clouds.
Well, let's see if I'll just do heaven. I'll do the command heaven.
What? Is there something that happens?
Is that how you do it? Boom. There you go. But anyway, yeah. So I brought my dad some fish that I caught. Anyway, but
did you take a GoPro with you?
I did. I got a couple of shots, and then it died, and I forgot.
We can work with it.
And the whoa, DJ Thunder with some more biddies.
He's like,
thank you, dude.
He's like Thunder Diamond.
Yeah, he's
Thunder Diamond. I can always rely
man.
on seeing Thunder Diamond blowing in.
Filet on the string. Here's a good fact. I was just telling Jay about this. Especially small fish like this, I don't fillet them.
I saw you just cut the heads off.
I cut the heads off. You stick. This is how my
You
dad.
bake them in their skin to kind of keep the.
This is how my dad describes it. You cut the heads off. You stick the knife in their pee hole. Come up, rake the guts out.
Butterfly them?
No. Well, you stick it in the pee hole and yeah, it flaps open. And you rip the guts out. Bread them up, stick them in the skillet. and there's a lot of bones, especially smaller fish. You can't fillet smaller fish because you lose so much meat. If it's a big fish, you can fillet it all day long. Smaller guys, you just cook them up, and there's bones, but you sit there and you just like bone. And something I don't think the fiance was ready for is when I did that. I think I may be alone with, except for our Vietnamese brethren, my favorite part of the fish, the tail.
Tail.
I fry that tail up nice and crispy and then crunch it right off the end. And the fiance was like, what the fuck are you doing? And I'm like, that's the best part, the tail. Anyway, not everybody likes fish tails. This guy does. Carl said play some Alice in Chains for his mom. Not a problem. Carl had a really cool story. Said his mom took he and Bo, our late bass player, I played in the 5Ls with, and this other cat named Adam. Carl's mom was like the chaperone and took them to go see the Clash of the Titans tour.
Really?
So you're talking Megadeth, Anthrax, Slayer, Metallica, and Alice in Chains opened up that show, and legendarily so got booed at a lot of places. People were like, what the hell is this shit? But her being the chaperone, she was like, oh, this is a great band, and kind of got into Alice in Chains that way. He asked for some Flogging Molly. I don't own any Flogging Molly on vinyl, but yeah, this is a reissue of Facelift that just came out this past year. Hadn't played it a whole lot on the show. Absolute killer shit. I don't need to tell you guys about Alice in Chains Facelift. Good stuff. Wouldn't have the balls to cook it. I just leave it attached. Like, I don't cook them separately. It's just part of the fish. Actually, where's the... Hold up.
I kind of thought about eating fish like that to like the best watermelon is watermelon with seeds, and you put up with seeds. It's like putting up with bones, you know.
Yeah.
For really good fish.
Why is this so far back? Hold up. Hold up.
All right. Because we have so many cool people.
Window capture. Let me just do this.
All right.
Discord. Boom. So that's what I fried up right there. These are some pompano.
That looks really good.
That's some pompano that me and the fiance cooked, or caught rather, and you know, there's bones all fucking in that shit. You just kind of have to sip through it, and that's part of the experience. And then when I'm done eating the whole thing, I go over there to that tail and crunch that bitch right on up. It's good stuff.
Do you really?
Hell yeah, that's my favorite part. That's what I'm talking about. That's my favorite part.
It's like eating pork skins.
Beyonce caught a good bit of those. Boom, right there. 2 at a time.
I love this slideshow.
Yeah. Ooh, click.
Well, it's like, you know, we go on vacation and Dad would always have a slideshow afterwards.
Yeah, but the one at the top's pretty small, but the one at the bottom is one of those in the pan that we ate. We ate.
Nice.
We chomped that bitch right on up.
I'm glad the weather was
Not the girl, the
I'm
fish.
glad the weather was good.
Eating the fish ass. Always great weather.
Windy.
Actually the pompano right there, Davis, it just has a skin, so if you like fry it up, it's real crispy and just nice. One of the best tasting fish in the ocean. Very sweet meat.
Sweet meat.
Sweet meat. Much like a JV cheerleader. What's that? It's fine.
School board on line 1 for you.
Brent Campbell, line 1.
Jack, we gotta.
Yeah, you know, I grew up eating fish with bones because you don't waste any meat doing that. You just gotta know how to eat it. Although my mom, and the reason the fiance's kind of freaked out about that, she choked on a fish bone when she was a kid. My mom, similar situation. My dad had to like Heimlich my mom when they were like first married. She was like legit choking on a fish bone. So she's kind of weird about bones. Whew. Little K-Solo joint from Aaron Griffin. Little VCLT action. Ooh-wee!
Was that the moment your dad determined he really liked beating your mom?
Yeah, I was like, it kind of feels good. Just
From then out.
hey, it's called the Heimlich method. Learn it. Little chips reference. If you guys aren't into chips, I don't know what the fuck's wrong with you. It really ain't nothing to tell you.
Mm-hmm. That's
Hey,
it.
let's.
That's it.
Why don't I do a little? Hold on. I don't have marbles loaded, but I'm loading it right now. So you guys fucking get a grip. Get a grip. You got stuff for Dig of the Week, Steve?
I just got a couple of things.
I was gonna go to a record store today, and things just didn't work out. Actually, I wanted to stop back through Raleigh.
Rally?
Our good buddy Michael Pilmer always mentions and does some digging videos from the store called Sorry State.
I've been there, yeah.
You've been to Sorry State?
Yeah.
A lot of punk and metal stuff.
I think so, yeah.
They actually run their own label, and a lot of that stuff is like on their label. It's stuff on their label.
I want to go to that club. There's a club in Raleigh that is a bar that has bands perform down below, and upstairs is a record store, and they shoot the bands, and once a month they put out a release on vinyl of one of those concerts.
What's it called? Same the club. A record store.
Yeah.
As long as it's not school kids, because
No.
fuck
no,
those guys.
No, it's not school kids.
Fuck those guys at school kids. Robbers. It used to be a great store.
Are we doing Dig of the Week?
No, we're doing marbles.
Okay. Where's my phone?
Can I interest you in some of these other toothpicks down here, Steve? What the fuck is that? Oh, that.
It just starts to play.
All right, boom.
I gotta work on that.
All right, exclamation point, vote, then the number of the track you would like to run. As we're sitting
Hold
here,
on.
just
I gotta get in.
sitting here hanging out.
I've been good. How come Miss Thickums?
Miss Thickums?
She was higher than you on my list of live channels. I'm like, why?
What? Did you follow Miss Thickums?
Yeah, but I never go.
Well, it's because she has more viewers, probably.
Okay.
We've hosted Miss Thickums. She plays like retro wrestling games. It's because she has more viewers. But I like her though. She's very passionate. Very passionate.
Oh yeah.
What's up, Fluffhead? I'm still drinking beer. That was a seltzer. I don't know why. That took me forever because I had a snooze in. That's why it took me forever to finish
Got a
that.
lot of votes in here.
I'm still drinking.
I see 3 for 53.
Drinking beers out of the cooler in here. The cooler still has some sand in the bottom of it, Steve.
4 for 53.
Oh, a lot for 53?
Yeah.
Oh, 5.
53. In fact, some people are so excited they voted twice.
I think that's a lock.
This isn't a baseball all-star game. You don't get to pile your votes in. You get one.
The fan votes, absolutely.
No, but they voted.
Oh, because it's Halloween. Oh, Nebulous Prowler has the track record at 411. But look at this. The overall track record is 147.
Are we
Holy
doing?
Lord.
Are we doing?
Exclamation point play. Exclamation point play. If you want to get into this game, please, folks. Please. Exclamation point play. I'm still running on fumes here. I'm doing the best I can. I'm gonna grab a brewski, Steve. I'm getting one of my final. I got 2 beers left in the beach cooler.
Looks like a bowling ball.
I got 2 beers left in the beach cooler.
Still got ice in there?
Hell yeah. You don't need no goddamn Yeti.
So I've got a gig next Saturday night for Leadneck. We're playing a Halloween party,
You ain't got nothing. You ain't doing nothing.
so that should be interesting.
Smell this beer. You don't smell nothing?
No,
Oh, that one's pretty boy. The last one smelled like fish. 100%. Yeah, I put the beers and the fish in the same cooler. I mean, fuck it, man. It's all organic. What are we even talking about here? Yes,
it did smell a little like pussy when I walked in.
Oh, it's Fish City in here. All right, everybody in? Only 14 people. Great, record show. Thanks for coming out, everybody. Appreciate it. Just put my heart and soul in the show. Get 14 people playing. Fine, whatever. Fine.
So God was walking down the beach.
See if I care.
God was walking down the beach and looks over and he sees Eve's out in the water, like washing up. He's like, "Oh, now I'm never going to get the smell out of the ocean."
Is that a fish joke or a period joke? Oh, Lord. All right, guys, here we go. Boom. Good luck on some marbles.
Leave it fever. I like so.
Whoa,
Not leave it to fever. Leave it fever.
Yeah, just leave it alone. I don't know how to get the up. Look at Aaron Griffin jumping out to a quick lead. I didn't mean to go to such a close shot.
Wasn't
there.
a good. We have to have a talk after the show about the camera work on the
Camera
beginning.
work is a little suspect there. Oh, look at the Halloween!
Oh, this is that crazy one.
Oh no! Oh
But
no!
this might be a good thing though.
Oh,
Where's
no.
it taking them? Look where it's taking them.
Right in the lumberyard.
Right into the building.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
You remember this one?
Oh, that's right. Metal Theologian.
This is pretty cool. This is actually pretty freaking cool.
Oh! Wizards up here.
Back to the pipe.
Wizards never very far away from the pipe.
There's Steve Fever coming up behind.
He ain't nowhere. It's dark. Can't see it. Too dark. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let's get inside. See what's going on inside here.
We're going to our inside reporter now.
Hearn Burford. These out of control references do anything for anybody? You guys big Dave Coulier fans? Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at Merv. What's Merv doing? I can't tell. It's so dark. It's so dark.
Do your best to follow the action.
This is like I was fishing by moonlight the other night. This is kind of similar to
Merv's
that.
not leading though. Steve Fever's leading.
You ain't doing nothing.
Well, I was. What happened? What the fuck just happened? I'm from like 1st to 8th.
This is like shooting a J. Cole concert. Get off my back, Jerry.
This is anybody's game for sure. Look how this is changing. Anybody's game.
Not the easiest game to follow,
Good game though.
but a good game. All fire. Like a wizard!
Good game though.
But a good game. All fire. Woo! All of a sudden, I felt like a soccer announcer right there.
Yeah.
Rudy! Wow. All of a sudden, ponying up.
That was a good game.
See the final results. 221. I can't believe last time we ran this, Nebulous Prowler came in at 411 with the track record for us. I don't know what the fuck happened on that game, but 221, that's a good record. Overall, Panda Power 91, 147.
We're really breaking it down.
But we really we got some stuff to work on here.
We should start like points. How NASCAR does the point system. Get to the end.
Throw up 3-2 if you're magical.
Get to the end of the season, you know, how many points you got. You win the season.
There is a season thing. I keep forgetting to start one
Oh,
because oftentimes I forget about marbles until.
well, let's do that.
Yeah. So it's like a points thing.
Let's bring that up in the next meeting.
It's like a NASCAR points thing. Yeah, GG's everybody. Metal Theologian saying Steve Sack.
I don't think there's anything.
I don't know if there's anything in Steve Sack.
Oh, there might be.
He's an older gentleman. Oh, that's slim pickings.
How'd that end up in there? You gonna give that away?
This is a device that has wires coming out the back end of it.
It's the pipe bomb.
It's a pipe shape. It has some sort of digital counter on this side. And some... You can't have that. We can't... We officially cannot send that through the mail.
This is probably true.
We can't...
Not that it will ever be sent in the mail.
Yeah, good point. That's a...
Here's the funny thing.
It's a pipe bomb that was from a bit from a few years ago.
I want to open up to
Yeah.
y'all. So, the whole thing about Steve Sack is the fact that there was a bunch of shit in my house that I was trying to get rid of. And so, all that shit came over here and we pulled from Steve Sack. And now, because I still haven't sent it out, it's all back at my house.
Hey, circle of life. You know what I mean? As in life. Let's jump into the dig of the week. You said you got a couple of things you wanted to pull out for dig of the week.
I've got a few.
Are these recent dig things you kind of picked up?
Odds and ends.
Odds and ends.
Some aren't.
Odds and sods.
So, the first thing. God damn it.
Don't take the Lord's name in vain.
Sorry, Joel. The first thing was when I went to the Honey Hole recently. They had this like free barrel.
What the fuck are we doing?
They had
right
this
now?
barrel near the exit, and it says free, and most of it's like outdated food, but it's snack food shit.
Go on.
Yeah. So anyway, but they had these. They're fucking like urine specimen.
I'm familiar with what they are. I'm gonna let you hold them. No, I'm not. No, I'll let you.
So I got these, and so I was thinking for next week's Halloween party, I'm gonna make Jello shots.
Oh.
I'm gonna make Jello shots and put them in these. I've got like 8 of these things.
Is next week Halloween?
Yeah. 29th. Next Sunday is Halloween. And I was gonna tell. There's some movement to call it Jesusween. There's like a Christian movement.
Oh, is that right?
Call it Jesusween or Jesusween.
Wizard says send it COD. Or you can pick it up. Route 12, Kingside Road. Are we dressing up for Halloween next week for the show?
I think we should do something.
We got to do something. I fell behind.
I already have something actually.
I gotta watch a bunch of movies this week. I've been slacking on my horror movies because I've had surf fishing on the brain. But now I need to get back on the horror movie tip. Have you guys been watching a bunch of movies? I try to do that every October, but I've kind of slacked. Now we got to bang them out like a week, which is kind of cool.
Watching college football and
Sport man.
Baseball.
Steve's a sport man.
I love college football.
Is that hot? Football time.
And good baseball. There's been some good baseball games.
B-ball.
That's what I'm going to say about that.
That's what we call it.
Yeah, dig of the week.
Yeah, past the urine specimen stuff, Steve. What else you got?
So, I was mentioning my friend John was.
Cameron can show us his scar.
He'll be over here one night, but he's like the glue behind Uncle Watson's widow. And we were supposed to go see King's X. We were all going to go see King's X on Wednesday night, and I was going to drive. So Tuesday I went over there, and it was Thursday night, and the night before I was over at John's, and we're talking, I was like, let me get all the bells and whistles on this, make sure I got it right. So for some reason I Googled it. It said postponed, but it had almost like the same date. They postponed it till next year. Almost, it's like it was supposed to be on the 18th, and it's on the 19th of. It was like it was really confusing.
What do you guys think about King's X? That's a band I've always been super familiar with, but never really got super into.
So we were all going to go because John bought everybody tickets in the band to go see this band that he loves so much, but I said, well, it's cool. It's a year from now because I might like them better. I might like them more. I haven't really given them much, listen, to be honest with you. So he gives me this yesterday.
Oh, whoa.
This is King's X original album series. It's like 5 albums.
Wow. I know a drummer I played with in the L's was a huge King's X guy.
So I'm definitely going to see if this broadens my horizon on that.
Isn't there a black dude in King's X?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. But yeah, I don't really know much about them. Some of the stuff I've heard, I don't think they suck. I just never really jumped
and so
down my
I
throat.
think I talked about this already before because it was my wife's. It was our anniversary. No, what the hell was it?
Bon anniversaire.
Yeah, it was our anniversary, and I got her that DB's album.
Oh,
it
yeah.
finally came. They pressed
nice.
it, and it came. Looks really good. I haven't opened it yet. I also
that's heavy,
I also
man.
got a CD. It's a double
That's
LP.
really heavy.
Like early stuff, rarities.
I don't know shit about the DBs. Other than what you've said. And
Chris,
I don't remember that either.
Chris Stamey's in the band, and he's the guy that I've been chatting with and got him to come on our CW show to talk about this album.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it started with the project for Sam Moss.
Yep.
He was with yeah. Last but not least, I was taking my daughter to Target to do whatever she wants to do at Target, and I said, I don't have this, and they've got a pretty cool version of it.
Nice.
So I got the Weezer Blue album.
That's the one I have. The Target exclusive.
Yep.
Sounds good. It's a good record. I mean,
Yeah.
one of my favorite 90s records of all time. And that Target exclusive, is it, what color is it?
Blue. I think.
Blue? Yeah, that's what mine is, I think. Oh. That color blue?
Yeah.
Pretty kick-ass. This is one of those, the first Weezer record, it's one of those records I literally never get tired of.
And it came with this really kind of a cool poster, really. It's their gear.
Oh, I never
check out their gear.
Oh, that's awesome.
All like
I
fenders.
didn't check that out. Man, when Weezer first came out, that was right when I was really getting into playing guitar and like being in a band. And I remember like my guitar teacher taught me the Sweater Song, and
Oh, there's an SG.
I was just kind of eat up with them. Yeah, that's a lot of that stuff. I think is isn't it? It's Rick Nielsen that produced this stuff, right?
Yeah, I think so.
So I think a lot of the gear they played for this record is Rick Nielsen stuff, which it varies pretty big in the
There's
stuff that they play.
a
A
little
little marbly.
marble.
I think a lot of this is one of those bands. The stuff they choose to play live is a lot different than what they recorded with, because a lot of that gear they recorded with is Rick Nielsen stuff. And he was like, "Hey, why don't you play this SG on this part?" And he was that guy.
Oh yeah.
And then live, it's like, all fenders and whatever. Rick Ocasek.
Yep.
Rick Ocasek, not Rick Nielsen. Yeah.
That makes total sense.
Weezer is the mainstream. They might be giants. That's a pretty good summation.
I love They Might Be Giants.
Yeah. They had some reissues that came out today, actually, Steve.
Did they?
I noticed. Yeah. I didn't put it in the rundown because I was in a hurry, but there's 2 or 3 They Might Be Giant reissues that came out today.
There's a couple that I don't have that I'd like to get.
That's dig of the week.
That's it.
Boom. My goal is this next week is to get back out in the record store and pull some shit out because, like I said, I wanted to this week and I was on vacation and but I was also,
Did I tell you I'm on vacation?
this next week.
Yeah, this whole next week.
Nice.
I'm going to work with my friend John. We're working on a show for a local radio station talking about new music or music that might be new to you.
Nude music.
That's
in like
a lot of what this show's all about. So.
in a month, so Thanksgiving I'm off for another week, and then Christmas I'm off for like 2 weeks.
Okay.
I love doing that at the end of the year. October, November, December. Bam, bam, bam. Awesome. But I'm trying to get these.
Well, the nice thing about working at a TV station, for me, they don't expect you to take off 4 months out of the year because it sweeps. So during those times, they'd like you to be around and not take your vacations during, February, May, July, and November.
Yeah.
So that kind of makes it easier to make those block times off.
I can just do whenever, but
Yeah. You're a sales guy.
sales guy. Yeah, it's I've been working here 20 years, so I'll get what is it like 5 weeks vacation total.
I think we need to do another shot.
Let's do another shot before we go to a break. Yeah, I get like
It's an important shot.
oh, and see I'm so I had a lot of fun doing the surf fishing trip this time, and took the fiance, and it was balancing that with your girl and also fishing.
Where's your shot glass?
Right here. But I'm trying to get these cats. Oh, Jay and Steve and cameraman and whoever wants to come down, man. Thanksgiving week, do another fishing trip, like a guy's trip. Get loose, loosen the caboose and tighten the turbine.
Hold on.
Name that movie.
Loosen the caboose, tighten the turbine.
Yeah.
Cannonball Run.
No.
Hooper.
I like to stuff the tortilla chips into the turkey. Boom.
All right. So
Oh yeah, turkey, not the leftover nachos.
a good friend of ours who we work with, and you work more closely than I do. Her father died,
I saw that like after the fact.
and she gifted us hers and her husband's records, and we kind of did a your pick, my pick, your pick, my pick, and we got some really great records.
Yep.
From her. So I thought we'd do a shot for her dad.
Hell
and
yeah.
For her.
Hello.
So, by the way, warning. I put Copper Barrel in the bottom
That's moonshine.
from Wilkes County, and it didn't have enough, so I topped it off with that peach.
Okay, peach, Georgia peach vodka,
Okay, so let's see what that's
and
like.
moonshine. I'm gonna vomit.
It's really good. That is really, really good.
Yeah, that's something. I mean, I'm on like a several day bender mixed with sun and
You know, I was a mixologist.
yeah. I have weird reactions to moonshine nowadays. I've got a jar of like North Carolina's finest waiting on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of scared of it because
I was going to talk to you about that. Maybe I can help you go in on that.
I definitely got a little guy coming, but I just got to go get it. And but yeah, I have a little harder time with that than I used to. Anyway,
Nothing like it though.
ain't nothing like it.
Ain't nothing like it.
Hey, let's take us a quick break. Come back. Do we have anything for so to speak?
We do. I brought
Okay.
sodas and I brought a chip.
Okay, because we still got chips on backlog down there.
Fuck no.
Okay,
I
you
a
got
chip.
something?
Yeah,
All right.
I'll get something I want to get off my chest.
Okay. Hey, everybody, stay tuned. We'll be right back with us. Hey, guess what? We're watching the same commercials from last week. I didn't load anything in.
I love it.
Hey, you know what?
Hey,
In the words of Jay, we talked about.
well,
I want to build a graphic. I want to build a graphic because we talked about this before. We're talking about old bumper stickers, and one of the greatest ones of all time. One of the greatest bumper stickers of all time is if you don't like my driving, dial 1-800-EAT-SHIT. Do you remember that?
No.
Like 70s and 80s?
No.
So I want to build a graphic. If you don't like this record, dial 1-800-EAT-SHIT.
Okay.
That somehow...
I think that'll probably show up in a few minutes.
Probably.
If you don't like this graphic, 1-800-EAT-SHIT.
Oh, I was like, how did this have anything to do with anything? I know. We're playing the same commercials we did last week, and if you don't like it, dial 1-800-EAT-SHIT. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Fuck. All right, we'll be right back.
Grown Man Record ought to be back in a minute. Stick around.
Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Happy, happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock.
It's time. Time for the big giveaway. Halloween has come. All you lucky kids with silver shamrock masks, gather round your TV set. Put on your masks and watch. All witches, all skeletons, all jack-o'-lanterns, gather round and watch. Watch the magic pumpkin. Watch.
Oh, I do enjoy an evening with a little light entertainment. But when your video heads get dirty, you lose your picture. Not a pretty sight. Happily, this new Polaroid video cassette will help you. It actually cleans your heads as it plays, so dirty heads needn't haunt you. New Polaroid video cassettes. Get the picture?
Screaming Will's Roller Rink now has an all-night skate from 12 midnight to 6 a.m. for 18 and over plus free breakfast. Screaming Will's Roller Rink, all-night Ramble 375. Here's a reminder about Wednesday from 9 until 3 a.m. Ladies free the first hour, men's free the first hour, and free barbecue. Screaming Will's Roller Rink, we do it all for you. It's the prettiest rink in the Midwest. Can we see you this weekend?
Everybody's heading for Woolworth and Woolco to get set for Halloween. There's costumes of TV favorites like Wonder Woman and the Hulk. There's popular characters from Star Wars. And there's superheroes like Spider-Man, Batman, Superman, and many more at bare bones prices. $2.38 to $4.17. And there's Spook Sticks, Face Pops, Hallowitches, wrapped candy of every kind, all at the favorite Halloween haunts. Woolworth and Woolco.
All right.
So I was just going to say, it's okay that you run these again because
Right. Well, they're Halloween.
the rule of 7 would you try to get one individual person to see a promotion or whatever 7 times.
Saturation.
Get 7 times is when that when it finally probably sinks in.
So, do me a favor and explain to me West Shore Home.
I kind of got a crush on
No. Look.
Kirsten.
The West Shore homegirl.
She was a former news anchor.
She looks like a skinny girl that has continued to try to I gotta lose weight. I gotta lose weight. I gotta lose weight. And has lost too much weight. She's like an older lady that just keeps getting skinnier rather than having a little
maybe she has a problem.
I'm a 55-year-old. I got
maybe
a little.
She has a metabolism
I got
problem.
a little beef on me.
As you get older, you might have problems like metabolism that prevent you from actually gaining weight.
It's true. Anemia, very common problem. But
I know her.
I also see
Anemia.
I also see her as somebody that's I don't know. I think I should just have a salad. Even though you're 94 pounds.
All right.
Anyway. Hey, Trish, what's going on? Trish in the haunted house. Aha.
Aha. Are we doing so to speak?
Let's do so to speak. I ain't got nothing. What'd you got?
I figured you wouldn't. So while I was out doing some grocery shopping, I think we drank another one of these.
We did.
The group is Q Mixers, I believe. It's really a mixer, and it's a wonderful mixer. What we did before was a ginger beer. It was a hibiscus ginger beer.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was really good.
Kind of warm.
So this is, it was a hot ginger beer. This is their spectacular grapefruit. Spectacular grapefruit.
Have you used it so far?
No,
yet?
I just popped this box open.
So I wonder what makes it spectacular.
Well,
it's got a lot of carbs, so I'm going to go ahead and guess sugar.
He sources the best ingredients from all over the world and perfects each recipe until he loves it. Not too sweet, so you can taste your spirit, and perfectly carbonated, so you never get a flat drink.
I like that. Which is why they probably make these smaller cans for the carbonation.
And the fact that it's a mixer, you don't need 12 ounces.
Trish just said good evening, which leads me, since we're doing
good evening
Halloween stuff. Favorite Hitchcock film?
Favorite Hitchcock film?
Yeah.
Maybe The Birds.
Okay.
Psycho is up there though. Psycho's my favorite.
39 Steps.
I like Rear Window a lot too.
39 Steps and Rear Window. 39 Steps because of the connection to film when I was in film school. That is tart. It's got some yang to it.
Like a grapefruit, but it's like a pink grapefruit. It's sweet.
Yeah.
It's not sour like a grapefruit. Like it should.
And some of you may say, oh, that doesn't count. That's not a soda. This has some very, very, very soda-esque qualities.
It's soda-rific, baby.
Yeah. It's not like the sparkling waters that I drink with my... It's not like that.
Where are you going to go get a grapefruit soda? Where do you get a grapefruit soda?
Fresca.
Fresca a grapefruit soda?
Yes.
I love Fresca.
I do too. It is, but it's way more low-key
the funny thing
this.
is, back when I was a kid, there were only two diet drinks. It was Tab and Fresca. Fresca had a Tab beat hands down in terms of flavor, taste, something you actually would want to drink. That saccharin that was in Tab was tough.
It's crazy. My uncle, he was diagnosed with diabetes several years ago. Not 40 years ago. We're talking less than 10 years ago. So he starts making the changes that the doctors are asking, whatever. He's like, I don't want to do this shit. And my mom's like, what are you doing or whatever? He was buying that in the squirt bottle. It looks like it looks like the when you go to a barbecue restaurant, the squirt bottle they put the sauce in. Mm-hmm. You ever seen those in the grocery store? It's a saccharin.
Yeah.
He was buying that, putting it in his drinks and his coffee. It tastes like shit. No. It's like, what are you? Have you ever heard of NutraSweet or Splenda, or like? And none of those are super good for you.
No.
But like, he was buying that old school saccharin. Terrible
shit.
It's like bitter as fuck. But anyway.
So that was So to Speak. Yeah, I like it. It's
It's really good.
It's actually a little sweeter than I had hoped it to be.
It is, but the tart equals that out to where it doesn't taste like syrup at all.
Oh, not at all. I do like that top at the end.
I mentioned this earlier. Oh yeah, it's be a great mixer. We did while we're at the beach.
Speaking of,
didn't do didn't go out to eat like the whole time we were there until we were leaving town. Did like a brunch today, and at like 9:30 this morning, had the best shrimp and grits I've ever had in my life, Steve.
Shrimp and grits. I love shrimp and grits.
Dude.
I love good shrimp and grits. Actually, the best shrimp and grits I've ever had was I had a friend named Ron Riggle. Not the Ron Riggle you're thinking of. He was like really cool guy from Athens. He ended up being like one of these nurses that doesn't stay in one hospital because they're always short. So he's like travels and just stays on the road and has a great time as he goes along. But he came by and stayed and made the best goddamn shrimp and grits I've ever had.
Look at this.
Well, it's got bacon, so I know you like it.
It was amazing. Fresh, local Outer Banks shrimp.
Is that bacon or fatback?
Bacon. I love the combination of bacon and scallions, green onions, whatever you want to call them.
That's a really good idea, actually.
Dude, it was, and for breakfast. No. And this came with 2 hotcakes. So I dogged them out with syrup before because, you know, I wanted to finish with this. Literally some of the best shit I've ever had in my life.
How much?
$10.
Really?
It was breakfast.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I told Finn. I was like, if we'd gotten this at supper, this would have been $27. 100%.
So, speaking of recipes, I think at some point somebody said this mixer has a recipe on here called the Spectacular Paloma, which is a bird. 1.5 ounces of your favorite tequila, a can of this, and a lime.
Whoa. You know, me and the fiance killed some tequila while we're down there. I didn't want to get it because I know Jay's bought a bunch of our liquor. I don't want to get some stuff that he don't like, but it was that Altos tequila.
Yeah.
The Blanco.
Mm-hmm.
You can smell the salt. It smells like, it tastes and smells like salt without adding salt to it.
Mm-hmm.
Phenomenal. I'm gonna start buying that. It was so good.
I just picked up a 5th of the Lunazol Añejo because
Lunazol's great too.
It's the most affordable, but yes, best tasting tequila for the price.
What did I say? What's the one I had? Altos.
Altos.
Is it Altos?
Yeah.
Yeah. Really, really good. All right, let's get in a little chip chat. So you said you brought something with you.
Yeah.
Something you've had sitting around for a little while?
A little while.
Did you pick this up locally? Or some Goldschlager on that?
I did. I mean, local, but it was a nationwide thing.
Actually, it's funny, Merv. I told the fiance, I was like, I'm gonna pour some syrup on this. He was like, don't do that. But anyway, it'd still be good. I bet it'd be good.
It'd be real good. But Lay's put out a series of things with flavors from some of their other products, some of their corn products or whatever, into their chips. And this is the Lay's Wavy Funyuns.
Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. You're telling me this is going to be a wavy chip like a Ruffles, but the flavor of a Funyun. Go on and just skip right up to the roof and jump off. Seriously.
Seriously.
Okay.
That's a tall order.
That's.
Let's smell it.
Because I love Funyuns, but they also. Woo! But they also cut the shit out of the top of your mouth. Funyuns do. They're coarse. These are.
Fuji's and Funyuns.
Look at this though. Like, this is what I pulled out. Random stab. Every single one of these chips. Thick.
Dude.
Thick. Like real, like thick chips.
Dude, put it in your mouth. Put it in your mouth. It's like a Funyun.
Wow.
They did it. This is really good. Really good.
Dare I say chip of the year candidate?
I think you have to consider it.
It's definitely in the conversation. Even though it's a rehashed chip and a rehashed flavor, I think the overall satisfaction negates all that stuff. You have to really consider.
I would say you don't need a dip with this chip. If anything, just some sour cream. You don't like sour cream.
I like it.
But just plain sour cream with this, just to give it that cool texture, that like wet it up a little bit.
You know, we worked with a guy that was like obsessed with sour cream.
Oh, no.
He put it on everything.
Does he watch the show?
He has. He no longer works there. He works for another local station.
Oh, okay. Not Aaron.
This is a CW commercial producer.
Oh, okay.
Remember that cat?
Yeah.
Good dude. But
Yeah.
obsessed as fuck with sour cream. Several times, like, man, I made these fries the other day, and I put this cheese and gravy on them, and like, you know what I like on my, you know what I like on my fries? Sour cream. Like,
hey, wait, is this the guy?
Like
Michigan State.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it was like, man, I made this potatoes au gratin. You ever tried it with sour cream on it? I'm like, I feel like we've already had this conversation. Or like, even just like your basic, no. You take like your basic Kraft mac and cheese, and then just add a little bit of sour cream in it. I'm like, we've already talked about sour cream. Dude said he goes through like 2 tubs a week.
Really?
Oh yeah.
He's skinny as a rail.
He literally puts sour cream on everything.
That's funny.
What's up now, Spinning TV? Woo!
Man. Great soda. Not a real soda, it's a mixer.
Crank up the 2. We're about to, baby.
It's more. If it was a soda, it would be a little more watery. It would be a little more volume. It's more concentrate. It's
What's
like
this?
No, this soda we had?
Yeah.
It's like a soda concentrate.
Yes.
Think of it as a soda concentrate.
Yep.
So if you really want a blast of that soda flavor, but if you make a great mixer.
That's what I was going to say. So if you did like if you mix that with vodka,
honestly,
you wouldn't need much of that with vodka.
Ketchup. It's a wavy ruffle that tastes just like you're eating a Funyun.
Or Steve, if you just added a little bit of sour cream to it.
Hey, I brought that Leonard Skinner bootleg. Can we put that on?
Yeah. Vance, at that Leonard Skinner bootleg?
I haven't even spun anything tonight.
Oh no, Electric Banana says puts sour cream on his knows a dude that puts sour cream on pizza? Oh no.
I like my pizza crust with Thousand Island dressing. That's why I'm fat.
I like it with hobo tears.
Hobo tears.
Hey, look, for you folks wanting some tunes, baby.
Don't leave.
Don't leave.
Where are you going?
We're just getting going now. Spinning TV over there in Australia. Hey, now spinning TV. What's your thought? One of my favorite movies of all time. Actually, we watched it on stream 2 Wednesdays ago. We watched Fortress with Rachel Ward. Father Christmas.
Who's in Australia?
Now spinning TV.
I've got a question.
And we also one of my favorite movies is BMX Bandits. 2 Australian films.
Who's in Australia?
Now spinning TV.
Now spinning TV. I was wondering if in Australia you've heard of the band Uncle Watson's Widow, because in New Zealand apparently I've been told like people are listening and buying these CDs, but I just wonder if it was happening in Australia. So that's my question.
You're going to be Rodriguez.
Yeah.
BMX Bandits classic.
Some long
Love
lost.
it. Yeah, what were you on, Steve?
What?
Tell them a story.
Of what?
You were on some show from New Zealand, right?
We did a interview with some radio station in New Zealand. Really cool people. And yeah, and then more recently did.
What were they called? What was the name of them?
Oh, Jesus, you would ask me that. I don't remember.
Mumbly Joe.
No. More recently, we did an interview with Classic Rock Magazine, which actually was Louder. It came out today. The interview is actually on the page if you go to Louder.
Can you pick that? Is it in the actual magazine?
The interview?
Like physical copy?
I don't know. I don't know. But there's an ad.
Yep, he said, was it Uncle Watson's Widow?
Yeah.
That's it. That's Steve. Was it Jim Jeffries?
I'm the one not getting any press.
He's the one in the band photo. You can see like a third of his head in the back, like standing up everybody.
I'm the one with the scarf on.
Raising his hand going, I'm over here. I'm with the band too. I'm with the band too.
It's a good band. It's fun. We're actually working on a new album and just playing around with some ideas.
That's funny because I had a lot of those moments of the 5Ls where I would show up to places and have my gear and I'm like walking in and they're like, whoa. We've already got everybody in the band's here. There's 5Ls. You guys are here already.
5L.
And I'm like, dude, I'm carrying a guitar head and a guitar on my back and holding a pedal board. Do you think I'm going through all this to get into this fucking local show for free? Move out of the way and let me walk inside. I'm carrying. Whoa! I think the whole band's has already been here.
5L.
It's like, dude, shut the fuck up.
I count 1. I count 2, 3. There's 5Ls over there.
It says 5Ls, but hell, how many are there? Fuck. I done let about 15 people in here for free already. Well, shit, some of y'all got to start paying. It's like, you charge me to play, and I'm getting in my car and going home. How about that? How about that shit? Ronnie. Sorry, I didn't mean to call out Ronnie. But fuck Ronnie.
Who's Ronnie?
It don't matter.
No how. All right. I'm going to get the record out.
All right, hey, look. You guys come over to over Twitch. We're going to list some records. Steve hadn't been here and played any records yet. And I now got to find the Twitch logo. Boom.
Come on, take over.
Dunzo. Twitch.tv/Girlman Record Night. Come over there, drop us a follow, man. Hang out with us, listen to some records for a little bit. I can't believe I made it through this whole show. Man, you guys have no idea. It's like been a week fishing with no sleep, a bunch of alcohol, and then driving back and doing this shit. It's like being on peyote. I don't know where I'm at. I don't know what I'm doing. But I know we're going to have a good time. And I know we're going to do it over on Twitch. You guys jump over here and check us out. And hang out with us for a little bit. Shit! Is the music on Bandcamp, Steve?
What?
Uncle Watson's Widow?
Spotify?
It's on Spotify?
Yeah, Spotify. Go to Spotify.
Go to Spotify, look up Uncle Watson's Widow. Yes.
Put it on the truck.
Put it on the truck. Hey, put it on the truck. Appreciate you guys. We'll catch you over on the Twitch side. If not, I'm mad at you already. Come over there. I'm already mad. I'm mad.